Hey Adam, how's it going? This is Gavin Kraft. We spoke earlier today on the phone. I know you mentioned that you don't like speaking to people that you don't meet face to face. So hopefully this can gain a little trust on your end. So I'm going to be walking you through three practical things that you can do all on your own to be found easier in Google and get more phone calls when people are locked out. So if you find this helpful, feel free to reach out and we can walk through together. And if you'd rather just implement all of this on your own, that works too. So let's get right into those three things that will help you stand out from the competition. So the first thing I want to go over is your keywords. And your keywords are found within the content throughout your website. Now, if you take a look at this resource I use over here called Ahrefs, this shows all the backend data that is stored to your website. And as you can see right here, you currently have 6 organic keywords within your content, and those keywords alone are responsible for an additional 23 clicks to your website each month. Now, if we take a look at one of the top competitors in the area, this is Minuteman Lock and Security. The reason I chose them to compare against you is because when I search for locksmiths in Meriden, they're pulling up in the #1 organic search position, which is exactly where you should be because that is where most people click when they're looking for locksmiths. So if we take a look at their backend data over here, you can see that they are ranking for 11 organic keywords. And those keywords are responsible for an additional 73 clicks to their website each month. So when you incorporate those locally sourced keywords into your content, you're telling Google to send more people over to your page because they're searching for the terms that you have in your website. So that means higher rankings, more clicks, more traffic, and ultimately more customers finding you instead of the competitors. Now, that brings me to my next point, which is citations. So, what a citation is, it's your name, address, and phone number, and anywhere that information can be found online. And right now, you can see that you currently have 12 citation sources being found. Now, you might be wondering, well, why are citations even important? Well, when you have more citations, you rank up higher in the Google Map pack here. And as you can see, Discount Locksmith has the most citations, which is why I'm holding it down in this #1 position here. Now, if we find your Google Business Profile, you're actually in the #4 position, so you're almost there. So I personally like to get 100 to 200 of these citation sources so that you can get out of this 4th position and dominate the #1 spot when people are searching for locksmiths in your area. So that brings me to my third point, which is backlinks. So in simple terms, what a backlink is, it's when site A is giving credibility to site B. So say there's a well-known blog post in Meriden and they talk about locksmiths. Now, they mention Legacy Locksmiths. Now, the credibility they have is going to be transferred to your website. Google sees that, turns that into authority, and then the more authority you have, Google will rank you up higher in the organic search rankings. Now, when we take a look at your competitor, they have 131 backlinks and 44 referring domains. So it makes sense why they're holding it down as of now in that #1 organic search position. So just to go over everything that I talked about in the video, #1, the importance of having more high quality keywords within your content. So Google knows exactly who to even send over to your website. And then #2, citations, having 100 to 200 of these citation sources so they can get out of the 4th position and dominate the number spot in the Google Map pack. And then #3, backlinks. You guys just need more relevant sites talking about you guys so that Google knows that you have the authority to rank up past the competitors. So I bet you're thinking, all right, well, what now? So you've got 2 options. You can either take what I showed you and run with it on your own, or if you want the faster route and you want to stay focused on running your business, I'd be happy to chat with you one-on-one just to answer any further questions you might have. So you can reach me at 435-640-5329. Once again, I'm Gavin Kraft, and I help locksmiths show up first in Google and get their phones ringing when it matters most. I appreciate your time, Adam, and have a great rest of your day.